Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening,
Good
ma'am.
evening, ma'am.
Good evening, children. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Evening. Good evening, children. Good evening. I've shared my screen, children. Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah, please start working this. Please work this. Was there any question in the last class that was not discussed?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, 18, 17, 18, and 20 questions you are shown.
Oh my God. Yes. Kanishka. Yes, yes. Okay, I think I have to excuse myself today. I don't have that material also right now. No, I'm trying to say I did not go through the questions. Kanishka, for sure. Class for sure. The next class on Saturday, because I don't want to, like spend time hunting those questions and reading it and, finding out whatever. In fact, I completely forgot what is in it. Let's just do it on Saturday for sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Don't want to waste your time. That's the reason. Otherwise, I would do it. I don't want to waste your time. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, children. Please read this question. Write down. Answer this. I think we should do this together. In the given figure, triangle ABC, so we see it here, triangle ABC and triangle ADC, okay, are equilateral triangles on common base AC. So these two are equilateral triangles, ABC and ADC. ABC is above the x-axis and ADC is below the x-axis. Now these two triangles are given to be equilateral triangles on the same base, or meaning the same base or the common base AC. Each side of the triangle being 2A units. Okay, so 2A units, meaning AC is equal to 2A, BC is 2A, AB is 2A, and the sides of this triangle also AB, CD and AC. They have a common base, right? See, both are equilateral triangles. Both are equilateral and they have a common base AC. That is, AC is a side common to both the triangles. So then both the triangles, the length of the sides of both the triangles is equal to 2A units. 2A units. Vertices A and C lies on x-axis. A and C. Okay, A and C, yeah, lies on the x-axis. B and D on the y-axis. Yeah, we see it in the figure. The figure is given to us. O is the midpoint of AC and BD. O is the midpoint of, see children, in the given figure, the figure is given to us. The figure is given to us. So O is the midpoint of AC. O is the midpoint. Okay, O is the midpoint of AC. All right. AC and O is the midpoint of, okay, O is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. O is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. All right. Now with all these details, find the coordinates of the point B. So what is the information we have, children? What kind of triangles are ABC and ADC?
Equilateral.
Equilateral.
Equilateral triangles.
Equilateral triangle.
Yeah. Do they have a common base? Which is the common base that they have?
Yes,
AC.
ma'am. Yes,
AC.
this is
ma'am.
AC is the common base. What is the length? What is the length of each side of both the equilateral triangles?
2A.
2A, ma'am.
2A units. 2A. AB, BC, AC 2A units. Again, the other triangle AC, AD, DC 2A units. Okay. And we see that the other things are obvious, no? You can see vertices A and C on the x-axis, B and D on the y-axis, and which is the midpoint? O is the midpoint of
O is the midpoint of AC and
AB,
BD.
AC and BD, ma'am.
AC as well as BD. O is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. Now with these details, we need to find the coordinates of the point B. Okay. So now, since ABC is an equilateral triangle with side 2A units, and O is given to be the midpoint of AC, which means OC is equal to A units and AO is equal to A units, because AC is 2A and O is the midpoint of AC, which means 2A by 2 A. OC is equal to A units, OA is equal to A units. Correct? OC is equal to OA, because O is the midpoint of AC. It's given to us. And what is the length of AC? 2A units. O is the midpoint. Supposing AC were 10 centimeters. Supposing AC were 10 centimeters, then OC will be 5 and OA will be 5. Similarly, AC is 2A units. So OC will be A units and AO will be A units. OA is equal to OC is equal to A units. All right. Now, what about can you say anything about the angle BOC? Is it possible to figure out the measure of angle BOC?
Right
Yes,
angle.
ma'am. Right angle, ma'am.
Yes, 90 degrees. Because x-axis, the O is the origin, angle BOC, O is the origin, and here's the point where the x-axis and y-axis are perpendicular to each other. So this angle is 90 degrees. What about the length of BC, children? How much is BC?
Ma'am,
2A units. ma'am.
Okay. So how many right triangles can we see in this figure?
4.
4,
4,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Right triangles. Pick any one of the 4, children. Pick any one of the 4. Supposing BOC is, we have 4 right triangles. We'll just take any one of the 4. So BOC, triangle BOC. In triangle BOC, you know the lengths of how many sides? Do you know BC?
Yes, ma'am.
2A. Do you know OC?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Is it, how do we find BO? How can you find the length of BO? By using?
Ma'am, by using the Pythagoras theorem.
Pythagoras theorem.
Using Pythagoras theorem, yes. By using Pythagoras, all of you do that first. Find the length of BO using Pythagoras theorem. In triangle BOC, the hypotenuse BC is 2A units, OC is A units. Use Pythagoras theorem and find BO. Found, children?
Root 3 में root 3a.
Root 3a. Root 3a units. All right. Now can you guess the vertices, the coordinates of sorry. Now can you guess the coordinates of the point B? So the coordinates of point B will be 0, comma, because it's on the y-axis.
3a, ma'am.
Yeah, 0, comma, root 3a. 0, comma, root 3a. Because this height, see from here to here, this height is root 3a unit, this one. Supposing from here to here, supposing this marking is 5, this is 5. So then the coordinates will be 0, comma 5. Now this one from here to here, the length is root 3a. So the coordinates of this point B will be 0, comma root 3a. Because the x coordinate is 0, the y coordinate will be root 3a. Please check out the working. You can use any right triangle. Here they've used AOB. Any right triangle, children. You can use BOC, AOB. What now? Can somebody tell me the coordinates of D? What will be the coordinates of the point D?
Ma'am, root 3a, comma
0,
0.
minus
Root 3a.
No, today I can hear Sangamitra. Sangamitra, tell me.
0, minus root 3a.
Okay. How many of you agree with her?
Anushka.
Agree, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other answer, children? Okay, fine. So both of them are right, Sangamitra and Kanishka. 0, comma, minus root 3a. 0, comma, minus root 3a. Because we know that O is the midpoint of, because we know that O is the midpoint of BD. So if OB is root 3a, OD also will be root 3a, but it's on the negative side of the y-axis. So the coordinates of D will be, we are not asked to find the coordinates of D, but the coordinates of D would be 0, comma, minus root 3a. 0. The x coordinate is 0 because the point D is located on the y-axis. How do we find the address? We need to find the x coordinate and the y coordinate. How do we know the x coordinate is 0? Because the point D or the point B, they lie on the y-axis where the x coordinate is always 0. So 0, comma, because it's on the negative side, it will be minus root 3a. A root 3 or root 3a, children? Root 3a or a root 3? But we prefer to write it as root 3a. So please read the question again. You can also see the question in the slide. Please see the question again. Understand the answer clearly.
Understand.
Finished? Any questions? Class, any questions? Okay.
On Pythagoras theorem.
Yes, Pythagoras theorem.
Not the formula, ma'am.
Okay, so Pythagoras theorem. So take up a right triangle. So you can use this theorem only in a right triangle. Now here on the screen, you see that they've used a triangle AOB. Square the hypotenuse separately. So AB is the hypotenuse. Square it separately. See here. Oh, you don't see that working here, right? Okay, Pranav, you can just do this in your book. Right, AB square is equal to, please write down,
Yes, ma'am.
AB square is equal to OB square plus OA square.
AB square plus OB square, ma'am.
No, I'll come again from the beginning. AB square is equal to
Yes, ma'am.
OB square
Yes, ma'am.
plus OA square.
A square. Yes, ma'am. Right.
OA square. No, that is, we
ma'am.
need to now every triangle has three sides. In a right triangle, square the hypotenuse separately. AB is the hypotenuse, square that separately. And that will be equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. The other two sides are OA and OB. OA square plus OB square will be equal to the square of the hypotenuse, AB square. In a right triangle, yeah, in a right triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the other two sides. Now tell me, what will be the coordinates of A, children? A and C. What will be the coordinates of A and C? Vertex A and vertex C.
So
Ma'am,
vertex
triangle.
will be 0, root 3a comma 0, and the coordinate of vertex C will be minus 3a comma 0.
No, how much is AC, Sangamitra?
2a.
Okay. So which means how much is OA?
Half into 2a, ma'am.
Okay, Sangamitra, please come again with your answer. What will be the coordinate of A and C?
Coordinate of vertex A will be root 3a comma 0, and for C it will be minus root 3a comma 0.
Oh my, I have a different answer in my mind. How about A comma 0 and minus A comma 0?
Ma'am, I too have that same answer, ma'am. A comma 0 and
I might,
minus a comma 0.
no, I might even be confusing. I'm just asking. How about I just consider this also? Please consider A comma 0 and minus A comma 0. Think about it.
Ma'am, can you show us the working for that?
For which one?
For the to find the coordinate of vertex A.
My feeling is, see this one, AC is given to be AC. AC is given to be 2A units, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So OA is A unit. The distance from O to A is A units. And the distance from O to C is also A units.
Yes, ma'am.
OC is A units, OA is A units. So from the origin to this point A is A units. From here to A, this is the origin. Since AC is 2A units, from the origin to A is A units. And since A lies on the x-axis, the y coordinate is 0. So will that not make A comma 0 and minus A comma 0?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yeah. So that's what it is. So the coordinates of A and C. The coordinates of A and C, because we know that AC is 2A units. And it's given that O is the midpoint of AC. So OA is A units. See, this length from O to A is A units. So this is A from here. So from here to here is A units. And since this vertex A lies on the x-axis, its y coordinate is 0. So the coordinates of A will be A comma small letter A comma 0, and the coordinates of C will be minus A because it's on the negative side. From the origin only we count. We count from the origin. From here we'll count. So it's at a distance of A units from the origin. From here to here A units. So minus A because it's on the negative side. So minus A comma 0. So the coordinates of O 0 comma 0. A is small letter A comma 0. C minus A small letter A comma 0. D is 0 comma minus root 3A. And B is 0 comma root 3A. So the question may be asked, meaning the same info will be given, but maybe the side of the equilateral triangle is A units or 3A units. So the length of the triangle given may be altered. So, but this is the procedure. You can also find see now we have found OB, the altitude of the equilateral triangle using Pythagoras theorem. What is the formula, children, to find the altitude of an equilateral triangle? What's the formula? We have a formula, right, to find the altitude of an equilateral triangle. You could also use that. Root 3 by 2a. Root 3 by 2. The formula to find the area of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 4 a square. Root 3 by 4 into side square. The formula to find the length of the altitude of an equilateral triangle is root 3 by 2 into a. So applying that, you can directly get this answer. This answer. See, as I'm saying, you need to make a note of it in your book. If you're just listening to me, then maybe you will not understand. Sorry?
Ma'am, can you say that again? What is it?
Yeah, the formula I'll repeat. The length, to find the length of the altitude. Now, in this case, in triangle ABC, which is the altitude, BO is the altitude. To find the length of the altitude, the formula is root 3 by 2 into side. So root 3 by 2 into side. What's the side? 2A units. Side of the triangle, okay? See, ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. To find the length of the altitude, it is root 3 by 2 into side of the triangle. So it is root 3 by 2 into 2A. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, root 3A. Directly you can get it. You don't have to use Pythagoras theorem. You can just use the formula to find the length of the altitude. Children, here to find, Now on the screen, how have we found the length of the line segment OB using Pythagoras theorem, right? OB is the
Yes, ma'am.
altitude. Yeah, OB is the altitude of the triangle ABC. How do we know it's the altitude? Because it's perpendicular. No, see, BO is perpendicular to AC. So since BO is the altitude, yeah, since BO is the altitude, the formula to find the length of the altitude is √3/2 into side. Where the side is not A units, side of the triangle, equilateral triangle is 2A units. So √3/2 into 2A, which is √3A units. Actually. Yeah, try the third one. Not 4. Not 4 children, the third one. Find the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle placed in the third quadrant. The rectangle is placed in the third quadrant in the Cartesian plane. The length of the rectangle is P units on the x-axis and breadth is Q units on the y-axis. Please make a rough sketch. Draw the x-axis, draw the y-axis.
Ma'am, minus P comma minus Q.
What are we supposed to find? Find the coordinates of the vertices of which one is, meaning we need to find the coordinates of all the 4 vertices. Which one is, one of it is minus P minus Q, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yes. Find all the vertices. Find the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle, meaning all the 4 vertices.
From 0, minus P, 0, 0, 0, minus Q, minus P, minus Q.
No, I think you went wrong in one place. Just repeat.
0, minus P. Sorry, minus P, 0, 0, 0, 0, minus Q, and minus P, minus Q.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. Perfect. All of us can find it, children. Keep trying.
Ma'am, do we need to do the 4th question also?
No, only 3. If you finish 3, maybe you don't have to sit idle, try the 4th one. All right.
Ma'am, I also got the answer.
Is it Shivani?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Shivani. Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, children.
I have also got the same answer, ma'am.
Very good, Kanishka. All right, children. See, let's see the answer here. So it's given that the rectangle is placed in the third quadrant. The rectangle is placed in the third quadrant. So you can see it here. It's placed in the third quadrant.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Tarun, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good, Tarun. Very good. So children, it's very clearly given that the rectangle is placed in the third quadrant. So see here, it's placed in the third quadrant. You can see the figure here. The figure is not given to us. This is the question. What I showed you here, this is the question. So you need to, illustrate the information. So it's given that it lies in the third quadrant. So you can see it here. And what else? What is that? Find the coordinates of what is this? Yeah. With length p units on the x-axis. With length p units on the x-axis. See, children, the rectangle is completely in the third quadrant. It doesn't stretch a little to the second or a little to the fourth. No, it's completely in the third quadrant. All right, length p units on the x-axis. So it has to be this side. It cannot go to the positive side of the x-axis because it's in the third quadrant. The rectangle is in the third quadrant. So the length cannot be on this side of the x-axis. You might think it's given x-axis. Why not the positive side of the x-axis? The length cannot go to the positive side of the x-axis because the rectangle is in the third quadrant here. So it is length here, p units. And the breadth q units on the y-axis. So again, it will be on the negative side of the y-axis. The breadth cannot be on the positive side here of the y-axis. So since the rectangle is in the third quadrant, this length is p units, this length is q units, meaning the breadth. Okay, so this one is p units, this one is q units. It's given p is on the x-axis, p is on the x-axis, and q is on the y-axis, and both on the negative side of x-axis, negative side of y-axis, because the rectangle is completely in the third quadrant. So you cannot obviously use the positive side of the x-axis and the positive side of the y-axis. So from now, because it lies in the third quadrant, one vertex is at 0, 0. One is at 0, 0. Then this distance is p, but it's on the negative side, so minus p, comma 0, because y coordinate is 0 on the x-axis. Similarly here, this length is q, this one is q, but because this point lies on the y-axis, its x coordinate is 0. 0, comma, this one will be negative q. The distance is q units, but because it's on the negative side of the y-axis, minus q. And you know this, children, supposing this one is minus 5. See, I'm using the mouse pointer. If this is minus 5 and say this is minus 4, supposing this is minus 5 and this is minus 4, then the coordinate of this point will be minus 5 comma minus 4, minus 5 comma minus 4, this one, minus 5 comma minus 4. If this is minus 5 and this is minus 4, then the coordinate of this point will be minus 5 comma minus 4. Similarly, here it is minus p comma minus q. Because this point is like this one is marked minus q and this is marked minus p. So the coordinates of this vertex will be minus p comma minus q. So this is the rectangle. This is the rectangle. The vertices of the rectangle are, you can see it here. You can see it here. They've called the rectangle O, A, B, and C. B is here. This one is B. So when I'm talking about the answer, I hope you're all listening to me. You should focus on what I am pointing to and understand what I am trying to say.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, now you can see the screen, you can see the answer there. From the figure, the coordinates of the vertices. There is, see, I'm like just looking at the material and typing, so there may be some flaws in English, just ignore that. You can see, so from figure the coordinate of vertices. So kindly do the corrections yourself. From the figure, the coordinates of the vertices of the rectangle are. So is it over, children? Should I wait? Is it over?
Completed, ma'am.
Complete.
Completed, ma'am.
All right.
Finished, ma'am.
Take a screenshot of this one, children. This is simple. Still, you need to know that a question can be asked like this. So please help yourself with this. Take a screenshot. You can see the question as well as the answer. You can see the question on the top. You can also see the answer below.
Yes, ma'am. Taken.
Yeah.
Ma'am, 1 minute, go back, ma'am. I did not take.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Yes, do the 7th one. We just finished a similar one sometime back. So do the 7th one, all of you correctly now. 7 and 8. Try both 7 and 8.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, A and C, there's 0, or what is that mean? AC, like
This one.
AC. What is that?
Let me just check. In the given figure, find the coordinates of. Oh, that should be taken away from there. Doesn't make sense at all. No. Yeah, this one doesn't make sense. Yeah, so A, B, C, D, O, and then. No, this doesn't make any sense. Just take it away from here. Yeah, ignore this. O.
Ma'am, for 7th question I didn't found out, ma'am, but for 8th question I found out the answer, ma'am.
8 is it? We need to find the coordinates of the vertex P. All right. Let me just have a look. So. Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, 0,4.
No. For question number 8, coordinate of vertex P, is it 0,4?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
4,0, ma'am.
So what kind of a triangle in the given figure?
7th one, I got the answer, ma'am.
Okay, 1 minute. Let me. Shreyas, 8. Please think again. Looks like you're wrong. Yeah. Now 7th one.
Yes, ma'am. See, O and A power 3. A root 3, sorry, ma'am. And
C.
D is
No. Coordinate of C are
0 and A root 3, ma'am.
0, A root 3. Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am. And D 0, minus A root 3.
0, minus A root 3. How did you get A root 3?
Ma'am?
How did you get A root 3? Meaning it's not marked anywhere, no? So how did you get A root 3?
Yes, ma'am. Length of side, ma'am.
No, it's nowhere given. No, A root 3 is not given anywhere. How did you get A root 3?
Ma'am, we can use Pythagoras theorem, no, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Length of side BC, no, ma'am.
No, but it's not given anywhere. No, that it's root 3A.
Ma'am, actually 0B is here, no, ma'am.
Shivani, your answer may be right. I was just trying to check in like how you got root 3A.
Yes, ma'am. By Pythagoras theorem, ma'am, length of the side BC is given, no, ma'am. So AB is equal to BC is equal to, then we have to root it.
What is the length of side BC? No, I don't see it at all. That's what I'm. What is the length of the side BC?
Ma'am?
1 second. Just a second, children. Yeah, Shivani, what's the length of the side BC?
BC,
No, just go through your working. Yeah, see, sometimes when you give the answer, you should also be able to answer the questions. No problem. Just take your time. Just get the answer to these questions. What is, you said BC, so what's the length of BC? I want to know. How did you find the length of BC is what I want to know. Yes, others answer.
I'm using the formula for finding an altitude of an equation.
No, first tell me the coordinates. What are the coordinates of the point C and D?
For C, it's 0, root 3A, and
Okay.
for D, it's 0, minus root 3A.
Okay, again, same question, Sangamitra. From where do we get this root 3A?
I used the formula which you gave us previously, ma'am. Altitude of an equilateral triangle.
Okay, so root 3 by, what is the formula to find the altitude?
Root 3 by 2 into side.
Yeah, what is the side here? What's the length of the side?
2A, ma'am.
2A, ma'am.
How do we find 2A?
A plus A.
Ma'am, because A, the coordinate of A is
A
equal
plus A,
to
ma'am.
minus A, 0, ma'am. So
Okay,
it
yeah.
be the A and
All right, Sangamitra. Yeah, Kanishka, you're
Ma'am,
right.
the length of the side BC is 2A, ma'am.
Yeah, so we can't find BC star. That's what I was like wondering. BC we cannot find because since AB is 2A, BC is 2A, because BC 2A we cannot find.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I was. No, I wanted to, if that is what I wanted to get from your mouth. I want. Yeah. Okay, so you did not. That's fine, Shivani.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
triangle ABC and ADC are equilateral triangles. By no means we can find BC. We can't find BC. But since we know AB, it's A units here and A units here. You can make it from the coordinates A comma 0 minus A comma 0. So it's from here to here A units, from here to here A units. So A plus A 2A. Since AB is 2A and the triangles are equilateral triangles, all the sides are equal to 2A units. So AC is 2A, BC is 2A, AD is 2A, BD is 2A. All the sides are 2A units because the triangles are equilateral triangles, and we get 2A from AB because AB is 2A. AB is 2A, all the sides are 2A, equilateral. All right, so now when you take up the equilateral triangle ABC, C was the altitude. Altitude can be found using the formula √3 by 2 into side. √3 by 2 into side. Side is 2A. So when you work that, you get √3A. So as we discussed earlier, the coordinate of C. So the altitude is from here, O to C, this one. From O to C, the altitude, the length of the altitude is √3A. So 0, √3A are the coordinates of C. 0, minus √3A, coordinates of D. I'll show you the answer slide. We'll just finish this one also. We'll finish this because I think I have both the answers together in the next slide. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so let's see 8. Let's discuss 8 and then see the answer slide.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I got my graph book, so I'll just finish the incompletion and send you, ma'am.
Oh, that's good. Very good. Yes, please do that.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, the value of P, the coordinate of P is equal to 0, 2,
Oh, please come again. The coordinates of the vertex P are
0, 2,
no, I couldn't get it clearly. 0,
2 root 3, ma'am.
2 √3. Okay, let's wait. We'll just see what others have to say. I think Shreyas shared his answer. Shreyas, you said something, but
No,
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. But I was wondering that how it can't be wrong because at the negative side they have given -1, -2, -3.
yeah. On the negative side, yes, I'm listening to you. On the negative side?
No, ma'am, I'm asking that on the negative side -1, -2, -3, so that the positive side could be 1, 2, 3. No, ma'am.
1, 2, 3. Okay. So what are the coordinates?
So, ma'am, 0, 4 is the P. Vertex P is equal to 0, 4.
Okay, you're going by that figure. Okay. But is it on it or below it? P. Okay, so then I have to, if you went by that, I should excuse myself because it's somewhat below it. It's not exactly on that marking. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 looks, for me, it looks like it's below it. Plus one more thing is we know that we need to find OP, we need to find the length of the altitude of the triangle. OP is the altitude. We need to use the formula to find the length of the altitude. And the length of the altitude is, as some of them have found out, it's it's root 3 by 2 into A. A is 4 units. So it's 2 root 3. When you work 2 root 3, the value is somewhat close to 4. That's why it's marked. For me, it looks like the point is marked just below 4, not on 4. But just in case it looks so, there is a flaw in the figure. And since we are aware of the fact that we need to find the length of the altitude in order to find the coordinates of P, I think we shouldn't have been misled by the figure.
Ma'am, 2 root 3, ma'am.
So children, 2 root 3, 2 into 1.732, it's somewhat close to 4. It's not 4, kind of close to 4. So the triangle looks like that. And yeah, it looks like as if P is at 4. But for me, it looks kind of just below 4, which is correct. It's just below 4 is correct.
Ma'am, 2 root 3.
Okay, so
Zero.
question number 8, what is the length of the triangle PQ? What is the length of the side of the triangle PQR?
4, ma'am.
4, because 2 plus 2. You can see it here, see here. See here, this is 2. From here to here, 2 units. From here to here, 2 units. And children, now you will say, now how do you know this is 2? It's marked. See here, the coordinates are given here for us. The coordinates of Q is given minus 2 comma 0. Coordinates of R given 2 comma 0. So going by this, from here to here, 2 units, 2 units for 4 units. Side of the triangle, 4 units. So the side of the triangle, PQR is equilateral. QR is equal to 4 units. 2 plus 2, 4 units. Now, when you know the side of the equilateral triangle, how do you find the altitude? Root 3 by 2 into side. Root 3 by 2 into 4. So cancel. 2 ones are 2 2s are 2 root 3. 2 root 3. 2 root 3 is the value of 2 root 3 is close to 4. It's not 4. It's close to 4. So this point P will lie somewhere below 4 on the y-axis. So since it's 2 root 3, what is 2 root 3? OP, the length of OP is 2 root 3. The length of OP is 2 root 3. This is the altitude. This length is 2 root 3. And P is on the positive side of the y-axis. So its coordinates will be 0, 2 root 3. Because x coordinate is 0. So 0, 2 root 3.
Ma'am, 3.464, ma'am. Height is.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, can you just repeat the formula of altitude?
Root 3 by 2, square root of 3. Root 3 by 2 into side of the triangle.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. I'll just get back in a minute, children. Have a look at the answers.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is an important question from, coordinate geometry. Given this kind of a question where you have to find the vertex of an equilateral triangle, the coordinates of the vertex of an equilateral triangle. Similar one, children. Try fifth one. Similar to what we've been doing all the while. Given an equilateral triangle, find the coordinates of vertex P. Or if you do this correctly so that you're confident and you're sure that you've understood, please try 5 and 6, children. 5 and 6. Do not announce the answers. I'll ask you.
Ma'am, completed first one.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
So now don't share the answer. Please try the 6th one.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll give all of them sufficient time to try because 5, I want all of you to get it correct.
Ma'am, 6th one is a rectangle, ma'am.
Rectangle, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Find its perimeter.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay.
Completed, ma'am. Both the sums.
Ma'am, length is equal to 4 units and breadth is equal to 3 units, ma'am.
See, I when I showed the slide, I said, children, don't share your answer. Let me ask you.
Oops, sorry, ma'am.
Yeah.
Completed both the functions.
All right. So now talking about question number 5. Again, PQR is equilateral. PQR is equilateral. And you can see the coordinates of R and Q. But we need to find the coordinates of the vertex P. What's the side of the triangle? What's the length of the side of the triangle?
8, ma'am.
8 units. 8
Yes.
units. 4 plus 4. 4 out here and 4 out here. So 4 plus 4, 8 units. The side of this equilateral triangle is equal to 8 units. 4 plus 4, 8 units. What's the formula to find the altitude?
Root 3 by 2 into side.
Root 3 by 2.
Into side. And what is the side of the triangle?
8.
8. So root 3 by 2 into 8. So 4 root
4
3.
root 3.
Yeah, it's 4 root
4.
3. Yeah, so what is the, so what will be the coordinates of the vertex P?
4 root 3, comma 0, ma'am.
3, 0, ma'am.
4 root 3, comma 0. 4 root 3, comma 0. Perfect. Sixth one, check the answer yourself. See,
Ma'am,
from
I have not finished the 6th one.
oh, okay.
Ma'am, can you show me the question, ma'am, clearly?
Okay, let's move on. I don't think you should have any questions for the 6th one.
Ma'am, do you want to do this one?
No, I'm just figuring out which one. Just a minute. Yeah, now question number 11. Question number 11. Not 10. 10 is simple, just 11.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 10th question, which figure, ma'am?
No, that's what I said. Ignore the 10th one. Do the 11th one.
For me, internet problem, I not hear, ma'am.
Okay, fine. I have no issues in repeating. I said 10, ignore 11. Is it a square or a rectangle?
Ma'am, not both, ma'am.
Not both, huh? Not a square, not a rectangle.
Ma'am, parallelogram.
Yeah, if it is a square or a rectangle, I'll not ask you why. If it's a parallelogram or if it is not a square or a rectangle, then you have to justify. Why parallelogram? Because it looks like a parallelogram cannot be the answer. Because when you say it's a square or when you say it is a square or a rectangle, we know that the corners are right angles. Yeah, so please, and if you're going to say it's not a square or a rectangle, please tell me why it is whatever quadrilateral you say. If it's a
Ma'am, it
trapezium,
is a parallel.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
it is
why?
ma'am,
Why?
because it is parallel,
The
ma'am.
side
The
are-
opposite side is parallel.
Opposite sides look parallel, no?
Parallel, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so there is this property. You will
Ma'am,
be,
like
you'll be seeing this later. In the
Ma'am,
chapter.
it's a parallelogram.
Okay, in the chapter quadrilaterals. So a quadrilateral is a parallelogram if one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. Okay. So since, see, children, can you say that AB is parallel to CD? AB is parallel to CD because this point A is 0 is given by 0,3 and B is given by 5,3. So what will be the this is parallel because it's at the same distance, no, from the x-axis. It's 3 units above the x-axis, 3 units above the x-axis. The 1 minute, let's not make it very complicated. Now, is AB parallel to the x-axis is the question. Is AB parallel to the x-axis is the question. Is it parallel? Not because it looks parallel. You can say, you see, you can say that the distance between this line and the x-axis is 3 units here above here. 3 units. Here also from here to here it is 3 units. The height is 3 units. These two sides are parallel. These two sides of the quadrilateral are parallel and they're also equal. You can see it here. How much is AB? 5 units. You can see it here, 5. And here also 1 plus 4, 5 units. The property is in a quadrilateral, if one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal, in a quadrilateral, if you can say that one pair of opposite sides, they are parallel and they are equal, then it's a parallelogram. So this one is parallel to this one. One pair of opposite sides are parallel and they're equal because the length of AB, you can make out is 5 units. Is 5 units. The length of AB is 5. From the coordinates, you can make out 5,3. 5 is what? This x coordinate. The x coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. The x coordinate is the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. This one is 5 units. And here also, if you count the opposite side, you can see from here to here is 4 units. 4 plus 1, 5. See, a 1 plus 4, 5. Here also, see, from here to here is 5. Because this point is 5,3. The x coordinate is 5. That represents the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. So you can say that this is a parallelogram because AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to CD. ABCD is a parallelogram because AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to CD. One pair of opposite sides parallel and equal, so it's a parallelogram. And there's another question, 2,2 lies inside the figure. Yes, it lies inside the figure.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, when you was talking, your voice was tracking, ma'am. I don't know. It's my fault or I don't know that, ma'am.
Yeah. Tell me which part should do you want me to explain? Am I audible, children?
Yes, ma'am. Can you explain me fully, ma'am, please?
Okay. ABCD is a quadrilateral. And ABCD is a parallelogram because you can just write down Shivani as I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. ABCD is a parallelogram because AB is parallel to CD.
Yes, ma'am.
And AB is equal to CD.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so in the quadrilateral, when one pair of opposite sides, now AB and CD are opposite sides, right? When one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal, then it is a parallelogram. Now, how do we know it's parallel? Because you can look at the side. CD is on the x-axis. AB and CD are parallel to each other. AB and CD, they are parallel to each other because you can see that this AB, the side AB is at a distance of 3 units above the x-axis. See, from here to here is 3 units. From here to here is 3 units. This one is 3 units. Also, you can make out this from this y coordinate. Y coordinate is 3. It represents the perpendicular distance from the x-axis. So this one is 3 units. AB is parallel to CD. You can otherwise also make out, see, because it is running through 3. This line segment runs through 3. So it is parallel to the x-axis. It's running through 3, this line segment. It is parallel to the x-axis. And it's equal. So AB is parallel to CD and AB is equal to CD because what's the length of AB? You can see it's 5 units, right? AB is 5 units. What is the x coordinate here? 5. That represents the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. The x coordinate represents the perpendicular distance of the point from the y-axis. So this is 5 here. So this one is 5. This one is 5. CD is also 5 because you can see 1 unit here and 4 units here. CD, this is C, this is D. CD, 4 units plus 1 unit, 5 units. So CD is 5 units, AB is also 5 units. Opposite sides are parallel and equal. So ABCD is a parallelogram. And then you have to answer if 2, 2. Am I audible, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And 2, the point 2, 2 lies, when you plot, you can make out that it lies inside the figure.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Just a minute, children. I'm just looking. Yeah. Let's catch the thief. Please do question number 7 and 8 is easy. Only 7. Please read question number 7. A policeman and a thief. A policeman and a thief are equidistant from the jewel box. Oh, I need to show you the figure, is it? All right, let's see if we can understand just from the information here. Upon considering the joule, no, it's not given. The figure is not given. Okay, good. Box as origin. The position of the policeman is 0,5. If the ordinate of the position of the thief is 0, then what will be the position of the thief? Position meaning you'll have to find the coordinates. Yeah, the figure is not given. You'll have to make a rough sketch and find the position. What will be the position of the thief? So draw the show the x and y axis, and you must figure out the position of the thief.
Ma'am, is it 5,0?
Okay. I'll not say anything more. We'll just wait for the others. We'll see what they have to say, Sangamitra.
Ma'am, 5,0, ma'am.
5,0. Okay.
Ma'am,
Huh?
I think my network is very low, ma'am. Shall I just end the call and come back?
Yeah, sure. That you can always do. You don't have to inform me.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
the lobby is open. I don't have to admit anybody. It's open. You can just leave and join by yourself.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, I've got answers from two girls, Sangamitra and Kanishka. So they say 5,0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, 5,0, ma'am.
Deepika, I think that was. Okay, 5,0. Can you think of one more position, girls? Is it only one?
Just 5,
The position of the dwelling box is 0,0, ma'am.
Minus 5,0. Yes. So the thief can be located in two different places. It here. So the jewel box is placed at the origin here. This is the position of the box. And the position of the police is given to us. The police is here at 0,5. That's given to us. The policeman is at this point 0,5. That's given to us. This is the position of the jewel box. Now, what is the, so that's what it is. It's about reading the question, getting the information in the question clearly. It's very easy to figure out. If you feel it's difficult to answer, that means you have not understood the question. You have not comprehended the information in the question. It's given very clearly the jewel box is at the origin. Okay, so 0,0 coordinates. The coordinates of the box 0,0. Now, the policeman, the position of the policeman 0,5 is given. You only have to find the position of the thief. What is it? What is given? The ordinate position of the thief. That is the y coordinate. Ordinate is the y coordinate. The y coordinate of the thief is 0. That means this guy is on the x-axis. Because his ordinate is 0. This thief is standing on the x-axis. Standing or sitting or whatever on the x-axis. Because his ordinate position is 0. Y coordinate is 0. Y coordinate is 0. That means he's on the x-axis somewhere. But what's the condition given? The thief and the police, they are equidistant from the jewel box. The police and the thief, they are at equal distances. So what is the distance of the police? 5. So that means this guy, this thief should also be at a distance of 5 units from the jewel box. So he can be on this side or on this side. It's only given that the y coordinate is 0. So he can be on this side or this side. He should be equal. The police and the thief, they are at equal distances from the jewel box. So the thief can be located at -5, 0 or 5, 0. A policeman and a thief are equidistant from the jewel box. Jewel box is at the origin. Police and thief, they are at equal distances. If you consider the jewel box as the origin, the position of the policeman is 0, 5. If you take the position of the box as the origin, then the police is at 0, 5. The y coordinate of the thief 0. So he's on the x-axis. What will be the position of the thief? Distance will be 5 units. So it will be -5 here or 5 here. Accordingly, -5, 0 or 5, 0. This one is easy, children. Here they've used a formula which you are not aware of. A, B and B, C, they've used, this is called a distance formula. You ignore this. When you plot these points on the graph paper, when you plot these points, see now you're not calculate the area of the triangle found by these points. You're not asked to plot these points on the graph paper, but you should make a rough, you must make a rough sketch. Just draw the X and Y axis and mark off these points. Now, what is the length of BC? You can just count. BC will be 4 units. BC is 4 units. BA is also 4 units. So half base into height, half into 4 into 4. You can ignore this because you are not aware of this formula. A, B and BC, just ignore this. When you plot the points, not on the graph paper, roughly you plot. You can make out that the length of BC is 4 units and the length of BA is also 4 units. So half base into height, 4 into 4.
Ma'am, can you show me the question once again, ma'am? 8th question. Thank you, ma'am. Took, ma'am.
All right. let's just do it. Let's just do it like that, children. Now tell me question number 6. How will you convert this? If 2 minus a plus b comma b is equal to 6 comma 2, what will be the value of a?
Do we want to do this now?
Yeah. Question number 6.
A is 6, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. 1 minute.
A will be minus 6.
Okay. Just think again, Sangamitra. Just check if you've gone wrong in
Minus
calculating
2,
somewhere.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Minus 2.
A is equal to 2, ma'am.
No.
And A is equal to minus 2, ma'am.
Yeah, minus 2 is the correct answer.
Sorry, ma'am. A is equal to minus 2. I have written as plus 2.
Okay. You can see the answer here. Which is equating 2 minus a plus b is equal to 6 and b is equal to 2 straight away. B is equal to 2. B is equal to the y coordinate here. B is equal to 2. Now 2a minus b plus b is equal to 6. But the value of b is 2. So substitute that and solve to get the value of a. A is minus 2. On comparing, b is equal to 2. B is 2. So use b2 here and find a. Take a screenshot, children. Similar one here. Question number 3 is similar. You can see.
Can you please show that? Yes, ma'am.
Yes. In question number 3, children, similar. X plus 2 is equal to 5. X plus 2 is equal to 5. So you get x is 3. And y minus 2 is equal to 4. Y minus 2 is equal to 4. And that's how we get the value of y. And we need to construct the coordinate. The coordinates of some point given by x comma y. So it will be 3 comma 6. I think this we did the other day, right? Or did we discuss this? No?
Completed, ma'am. Completed the first one.
Remember discussing the answer. Did we
We have,
discuss?
yes, ma'am. We have completed and as well as discussed.
Oh. Okay, since I'm not, I somehow feel we just saw the question and we had to wind up with the class. Let's just see it again. No, so how do we do this? 1 plus x is equal to 2. It's given that m is given by minus 2 comma 9, which can also be expressed as 1 plus x comma y square. Minus 2 comma 9 can also be expressed as 1 plus x comma y square. minus 2 comma 9 can be written as can be expressed as 1 plus x comma y square. So that means minus 2 is equal to 1 plus x. 1 plus x is equal to minus 2. So on working this, we get x is minus 3. And y square is equal to 9, which means y is plus or minus 3. Y square is 9. Y square is 9, which means y is equal to plus or minus 3. But we take only plus 3 because it's given that the value of y is greater than 0. The value of y is greater than 0. Y is greater than 0. So y can be plus 3 or minus 3. But since it's given that y is greater than 0, we go with only this positive value plus 3 because y minus
For
Yeah.
itself, ma'am.
sorry.
We have seen this question before itself, ma'am.
Yeah, that's what I said. So I feel I don't remember discussing, so I thought I'll just do it. That's all.
Okay, ma'am.
So y square is equal to 9. Y is equal to plus or minus 3. Minus 3 is not greater than 0. So we don't go with minus 3. We only take y is equal to plus 3, positive 3. So now we found the value of x. The value of x is minus 3 and the value of y is 3. The value of y is 3. The value of x is minus 3. Using this, we need to construct these points P, Q, R, and S given by y comma x. So what will be y comma x? What will be y comma x? P y comma x will be, what is the value of y? 3. And x we just found here, minus 3. So 3 comma minus 3. So like this, we'll have to construct the points. Q is given by 2 comma x. So 2 is 2. Q is 2 comma x. 2 is 2. Comma x, which is minus 3. So address of Q will be 2 comma minus 3. Yeah, I think that's it. You can help yourself. You can just take a screenshot. All right, so with this, we come to the end of the chapter coordinate geometry. Tomorrow or day after, I shall, enable an exam on this chapter coordinate geometry. It only be MCQs.
Ma'am, the timing, ma'am.
No, I don't know. I haven't still prepared the paper, so I cannot say anything now. You will find the details in the group. Once the paper is ready and I, enable the exam, I'll let you know. Yeah, so it may be tomorrow or day after.
Ma'am, is it a full chapter, ma'am?
Yeah, doesn't make a difference. No, it's a simple one. It is the full chapter. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, linear equation one variable, sorry, two variables.
That will be during the class. Yeah, that will be during the class. That will not be in the portal. That will be during the class. I'll let you know.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, children. So next class we'll start a new chapter, maybe statistics or I don't know, volumes and surface areas. Anyways, you might need a graph book for the next class too, because in case I plan to conduct the exam on linear equations, I said it will be during the class. So yeah, so it's advisable. It'll be good if you can have 1 or 2 graph sheets with you. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. If you have any questions, stay back. Else you may leave the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Ma'am.
Thank you, children.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, children. Thank you.